Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot of people voted for Barack Obama for very noble intentions. They believed he could move beyond the race issue, and maybe he was a reasonable guy we could get along with. There's a tremendous amount of buyer's remorse going on in this country across general populations. And I'm wondering, has that made its way into the black community? Are there black people who see Obama now as a radical in power, not just a representative of the race, and are having second thoughts?
I would say not to a great extent, but to some extent, yes. You're looking at right now polling that says about 88% of the black community is still supportive of President Obama. If there's any discontent in the black community at all, it's because of their belief that he's not beholden to the urban agenda, to the civil rights agenda. There's a belief that he's more of the Harvard culture, if you will, than he is of the civil rights culture. And one of the observations I make in the book is, my impression is that he's very uncomfortable with the topic of race. It's not one that he dwells on, it's not one he wants to focus on. He would rather get off of it if he can. I found that there are only a few situations where he's forced to deal with it, and then he does it, and then he hopes that it'll go away. And I think that's more reflective of the fact that he's not somebody that's steeped in the civil rights tradition as much as he is in the elitist tradition of Harvard and the places that circles that he ran in. If there's any difference of opinion between him and the black community, it's probably there.
Well, would it be a marriage and things like that? I mean, he seems very beholden to some very radical elements, particularly on the social side, that by all accounts don't accord with those of the black community.
But therein lies one of the great mysteries, because those beliefs have been there all the time. Yet, consistently over the decades, black people had no problem voting for a party that supports, at least in the social arena, beliefs and attitudes that are very different from their own. I mean, look at the outcome in California, where he won an overwhelming percentage of the black vote, but it was the 70% of the black community voting for Proposition 8 out there. So that dichotomy has always been there. I don't think it really matters that Barack Obama is the one that is representing the opposite end of what the black community believes. It hasn't mattered to them before in terms of who they put into the presidency. It doesn't really matter today. Yes, sir.
Do you think that